My name's Rob Strasberg. I'm a kid from Long Island who dreamed of being in advertising ever since he was 12.
My name is Trigger Strasberg, and I grew up in San Diego, and we met in New York City and been living a creative life ever since, and now life filled with empathy.
I think at the heart of advertising, when you really have a great idea, it's filled with empathy, right? You really actually do understand your consumer. You understand their needs and their wants, and you're able to come up with an idea that really hits into that sort of empathetic core of the brand and how it's going to solve a problem and connect with the client. So I was lucky enough to work on Truth. There were all these kids who were smoking and getting caught up in big tobacco and their messaging, and Truth came along and just changed that conversation and got to look at big tobacco as really they're the enemy, right? And to be a rebel is to not smoke. And that was incredible. And that felt really good, the idea that, wow, every once in a while in advertising, I feel like I can change the world. We actually met at the School of Visual Arts, and from the very beginning, we wanted to commit ourselves to ideas, creating things, and making creativity a part of who we are and what we do.
And I think a lot of the process of what we do, which, by the way, we should say, we run a company called Humble Design, and we furnish homes for families who are recently homeless. But at the core of what we do, the first thing that we do is we listen to people, and we sit down and we treat them like equals. And that is just as important as all the furniture that we bring and the home goods that we bring. Is just that initial conversation of saying, you and I have a connection because we're both human beings on this planet, and we both have empathy for what each other's going through. And we're both just one step away, just one turn away from living paycheck to paycheck or no paycheck at all.
She helped pick this woman up by the bootstraps, got her out of the shelter, got her into a home. And what did you realize when you got her to that home?
I think in my mind, I thought it was going to be like camp, where you walk in, there was a bed and a dresser, and you put your stuff away. But they were making little nests on the floor where they were going to sleep. And my heart broke into a million pieces. And at that moment, I decided to turn my empathy into action.
Yeah, what led from, helping one friend and not just throw furniture at her, right? When you're gonna help a friend, you really find out what they're into, right? You wanna give them the colors they love. You wanna give the kids, are they into Batmans and superheroes, or they hate that stuff, or, what do they like? And so she made it so personalized. And then when the project was over, furniture kept coming. We had put it out there into social media and had made these connections, and the furniture kept coming.
What we're doing is not just providing furniture, we're not just providing home goods, we're providing stability, we're providing dignity, and we're providing pride of ownership. Being able to stay in one spot and building a life has changed lives for many people.
So somehow now we have a television show called Welcome Home, Saturday mornings on the CW. They do basically our process of meeting the family, getting to know them, and then coming in with volunteers and furnishing the entire home in one day. To be a conscious creative is sort of the moment when you realize, all the skills that you have and learned in advertising can be put towards good. I think all along you're a subconscious creative, right? It's all there. But there's a moment when you go, wow, these skills I've learned and this ability I have can be put to good. I want to leave the world a little better place, right? I want Humble Design to be the habitat for humanity of donated furniture. So if people want to give their furniture to those in need, a Humble Design in your community will be there to make that happen.